guys, it is Futon here. In today's video, we're going to be looking over my hard clue preset. This is something I've been wanting to go over, especially considering a lot of recent changes have been made. As a note, this preset is not for beginners. It requires a lot. I will go over each item and what they're used for, and if there are replacements for lower levels, I also will be going over that. I'm going to try to keep this really quick, but we'll see how far it goes. Alright, so the first thing on the list that we'll be noticing, we're going to look at the gear slots. So the first thing on the list is, of course, you want to have the Globetrotter backpack, actually the whole set. For elites you don't, but for hards you definitely want to have them both. And as a note for this, you want to have the strong melee. The melee weapon doesn't matter if you have Gricko, but if you don't have Gricko, you want the strongest melee offhand you want to have, and at least a decent, or sorry, main hand and at least a decent offhand. For the offhand, you want to have mobile on it. I highly suggest you do Glowworm and mobile because you can use it inversely for elites. It is very needed, and also for Bladed Dive. Grace of the Elves for the teleports, which you will want your teleports set to the Overgrown Idols and to the Deep Sea Fishing. Training Quiver with Blight Bolts. There's no point in using back bolts. You can use them, but you're just burning money on the double agents. And then, of course, the Clue Carrier, which it was a mistake I actually been doing recently. You want to have this in the pocket slot because of, so you just left click this item, which is the next on our list, Toon Teleport Crystal, which is used to get to Letia extremely quickly. And also with the Quiver, you can use this to get to the two locations in Ardoin for, it's the 00 coordinate and the 0001. In Elflands, the keybinds are 3 and 6 consecutively, and the Quiver has infinite teleports, so you can just use it over and over and over and over. So back to the crystal, yeah, that's for Letia. This is what we've been using now to go to the Eclecta, or Aturia, I cannot pronounce it. The Kingdom Nest of Miscellanea. You could use the Derooter. It is slightly slower, but it does work. But they made these so they could hold 50 charges now per lyre. It kind of just makes sense to get them. Of course, the Derooter, which is used for Citric Cellar, Bylook, and I believe that's all it's used for hards. Passage of the Abyss number 1. Ring of Dueling, Glory, Games, Dig Sight, Skills Necklace, Combat Bracelet. They're all used in hards. Go to multiple places. You guys get the gist of this. Wicked Hood is used for the Nature Altar. You could go from a Bladed Dive Surge to the Div Colony there in one tick and basically dig up the clue. Fairy Rings, originally I would not, if you're an Iron Man, you could put this into, this is one of the options for the Grace of the Elves, but Fairy Rings, if you're not an Iron, just make them. It's worth the time and effort that you save, because the Deep Sea Fishing one, without the Grace of the Elves to the, that location, it takes forever to get to the Fishing Guild, spot. Fremnik Sea Boots, just to take you to Relica for the navigation crate. Now, Master Quest Cape. I use this specifically for the Legends Guild. I have an Ego, and I use it over the Legends Cape. This one is one of the few items that can actually be swapped out with the Legends Cape entirely. Goblin Village Spear, that is for the puzzle box for the Bentnose Goblin. You can also subjectively use Archaeology Teleports to teleport yourself there if you don't feel like making these, but they're so quick to make. Karamzuk Glove 4, that one is specifically for the bookcase. It's like a village of undead. There's a bookcase near the gem mine. You just walk out of the gem mine, and boom, done. Slayer Cape. Slayer Cape is used for multiple locations. In fact, I now use this for Ring of Respawn for Lumbee, so it'll burn charges. You can use it for Vecna because they moved them up top. You can use it for the dig near the yew tree there. Then you got Laplock for the Shiloh Village Bank. I'm trying to think any others. Not for hards off the top of my head. Wicked Hood teleports to charge this because if you're doing like 100, 200 a day, you will need more than you. If you get it more than 3 times a day, you have to charge it. As a note, It's not a guarantee that you'll need these. These can be swapped out, but I just put it there. Pharaoh Scepter or Scepter of the Gods. Scepter of the Gods is far superior, but my RNG says no, you're using a Pharaoh Scepter. I cannot be asked to go back and do it. I wasted a week again, and I said no. It's just not worth the time at this point. I've lost too much. Then my second Passive Abyss here, which basically is all the silver jewelry plus Ring of Wealth and Ferocious Ring for no reason. You do not need the Ring of Wealth and Ferocious Ring, even though you're going to see them here. Basically, Light and Amulet for Bandit Camp, Ring of Slaying for the Laugh at the place, the Relica Camp or whatever. Ring of Respawn for Edgeville. You can use it for Camelot. You can use it for. The Ring of Respawn is mainly used for elites more. It was used for Lumbridge, but you could do that now with the Slayer Cape. Traveler's Necklace for. You would use option 1 to take you right to the Wizard's Tower. You could use a Wicked for that, but I still prefer this because it drops you within a Surge BD of just the gnome and the bookcase. Really convenient. Now, this is an Eldritch Crossbow. It's not properly perked. My RNG sucks. I can't get C4 E2, but you would want a ranged weapon 2-age. If you, and I know, this item here is specifically if you own Gricko. If you don't own Gricko, don't bother with this. It's not worth using. You can literally just swap into it, do Gricko, then snapshot by, or Gricko then snipe, and then just the double agent dies in literally 2 abilities. It's incredibly quick and worth. As a note, the Demon Slayer is because of a spare of whatever. But don't take this in the quote. I have to fix this. That's the reason why I've been burning all my money into Greg items and not getting anything for it. I got like 5 C4s in my bank, and with just Relentless 1, or I got the other trash. Anyway, the gold seal to recharge the Pharaoh Scepter. If you have a Scepter of the Gods, you probably don't need this. The Active Fairy Ring, Desert Amulet for Narda and user teleports, really good. Dragon Trinkets, I love this item. People don't consider this as a very, like, what it does this do. I'll show you right now in regards to Dragon Trinkets. Alright, in regards to Dragon Trinkets, you want to use it like this. So we'll go ahead and open it up, teleport to Green Dragons, and teleport to Brutal Green Dragons. This will land you right near one of the most annoying clue spots to get to, which is up near the ladder. Go forward, Surge, and you want to put it dive through, and this will set you right here to this teleport. As a note, it just is cleaner. If you want to teleport from down there, you have to go through some really, really bad surge spots over using that. The next item on my list is Acceleration Pot, which is used specifically for 2 separate clues. One is for Gantooth to go down the south of the wall. The second one I use it for is to Karamja Jungle, and I use that to just go down the south wall. Like, I'll surge and walk down to the coast, and then use Acceleration Pot and beeline down the coast. From there, the other item in the list here is the Dave Spellbook, which I have 3 locations. One of which is a Watchtower, Camelot, and Ardoin. This one should be pretty obvious. Takes you straight to the Observatory. This one takes you straight to the dig spot and the Dazzling Drawers. Now this one is very interesting in how I use it. Shout outs, I think, to Micro to give me this heads up on this. Go straight down, Surge, Port Serum. This will drop you off right near Trader Stan, and it is so much quicker than running down from the Lodestone. Though we found a way of doing Lodestones in combat, but yeah, it will take you straight to Trader Stan. And of course, the last item on the list is the Dungeoneering Cape, which we use for the Dwarven Mine, Karamja Volcano, which a lot of people don't like this one. I don't know why, but you literally could just bladed dive over, surge, and then dig. And also, that's the reason why we have the physical spade in our inventory as well. I forgot to really mention that. It's just so that you can just dig. You don't ever have to click it, and you can keybind it. And other than that, the only other teleport that we run here is for Moss Golems. So just go around to the cauldron. Other than that, that's pretty much all there is to it. Of course, you know what the Meatcrat scroll and the Meatcrat is. And as a note, I do want to go back to using the Gricko with the ranged weapon. Nature Sentinel is a thing too. I don't know if you've heard about that, but that takes up um, 5 inventory slots, and that's the reason why a lot of us have stopped using it. And then if you don't have Gricko, though, I highly suggest you do not use a ranged weapon to kill the double agents. Instead, you just put Destroy Assault and just go in with thresholds on them with your best melee weapons. Because Gricko is expensive, and I understand that. So again, if you don't have Gricko, just use melee to clear off all the double agents. If you do have Gricko, highly suggest you get a grabbing crossbow or something else that's two-handed, so that you can literally just pop on the item, then do ricochet snapshot or ricochet snipe, and it goes down. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions, requirements, or anything like that. Hopefully this helps at least someone. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys for the next one.